Hello there, YouTubers. Liver Flush Man here again. Today I'm going to be talking about weight loss, the liver flush and weight loss. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing about the liver flush is that one of the only ways, I repeat, the only ways that fat and cholesterol, otherwise known as lipids, the only way fat and cholesterol can leave the body is through bile. And bile is produced by the liver, and it is stored and concentrated in the gallbladder up to 10 times its strength. Right? So the liver produces the bile, which is a highly alkaline pH of 9.5 alkalinity, and what the bile does is it is released from the gallbladder when you eat fatty foods and foods, so that the acids of the stomach, which are very acidic, and the bile is very alkaline, a pH of 9.5, will balance the alkalinity inside the intestines for absorption of vitamins, minerals, nutrients into the body, into the blood, through the intestines, through the large and small intestines, and it also creates the perfect environment for this absorption of vitamins and nutrients, as well as to function for the intestines, for the immune system, because over 50 to 60% of the immune system is located in the intestines. So this bile is what allows you to emulsify fat and cholesterols. You digest fat and cholesterols through bile. Now, most obese people, people overweight and such, their livers are jam-packed full of stones. Their liver is inflated, enlarged, and hardened, which is known as the beginning stages of fatty liver disease. Right? Then from fatty liver, the liver progresses further deeper into disease and turns into a fibrosis liver, where little fibers, little scar tissue forms on the liver itself, known as lesions. Right? And then cirrhosis of the liver, necrosis of the liver, liver failure, and liver cancer. Right? These are getting worse and worse, and within the stages of fibrosis, there's stages 1 to 6, and cirrhosis, there's stages 1 to 6, the later numbers being the most severe. But as far as weight loss goes and the liver flush, what happens is when you flush your liver out of these toxins, basically in the form of physical stones, that with time these stones become calcified and hard with rising bilirubin levels in the liver. Alright, so these stones, when you flush them out of your body, what happens is the bile that is produced in the liver is much more, a greater amount of bile is produced. Think of it this way: your tap, when it gets clogged, food gets in there, particles get in there, debris gets in there, it clogs, and the water cannot go through the drain, and it plugs up. Alright, you need to plumb it out or whatever. So basically it's the same thing with the bile. Your liver is full of stones in there from unhealthy diet, improper exercise, eating junk food, a lot of fatty foods, fried foods, fast food, candies, chips, all this kind of stuff. The liver clogs up with these stones. They start off as biliary sludge, bile sludge. The bile begins to congeal, it begins to thicken and harden until it eventually forms actual stones. Then with age, these stones become calcified and very hard, and then they will show up on ultrasounds. Stones, liver stones and gallstones do not show up on ultrasounds unless they become old, hard, calcified stones through rising bilirubin levels and age of the stones, the longer they've been in your liver. The medical profession at large, most doctors, if they don't see liver stones on the ultrasounds, they just tell you don't have stones. Alright? If they see a bit of lesions and scarring, they kind of treat it as standard, like, okay, you're okay still. But really, we got to think preventative, even beyond all this, and we can reverse fatty liver disease. We can reverse fibrosis of the liver, We can cure those diseases. Cirrhosis of the liver in the later stages is much harder to reverse back to a fully healthy, functioning, vital liver. But as far as the weight loss goes, when these stones leave the body, more bile is produced by the liver, and the flow of bile through the liver and through the hepatic ducts and the biliary ducts and the whole biliary system, the bile is then, therefore, it is increased, and the gallbladder, if the stones also, when you do a liver flush or gallbladder flush, you also can release stones in the gallbladder, and with stones in the gallbladder, your gallbladder cannot function properly and concentrate the bile and store a large amount, so when you do eat fatty foods and unhealthy foods that clog up the liver and produce more toxins, then the bile is not able, there's not enough, the liver is not producing it, and the gallbladder is not storing it because the filter is plugged, all right, with stones. So by doing a liver flush, you get rid of these stones, and therefore it is almost the #1 approach to quickly reducing weight within your body. Your digestion improves incredibly through what I told you about the bile in the intestines and creating the perfect environment to absorb minerals, vitamins, and as well as to eliminate and emulsify fats, cholesterols, and lipids, folks. So, if you want a quick fix, you want to lose some weight fast, do the prep work, alright? Eat a liver flush diet, eat liver cleansing herbs, liver cleansing drinks, detox drinks, the master cleanse, drink your urine, do urine therapy, alright? There's a whole list of things, mostly just as long as you're eating a really highly percent of raw food diet. Don't cook your food, because then the antioxidants, vitamins, and nutrients, and the live enzymes and life force in living food will help your liver. And so in a way it kind of is a quick fix. If you need to lose some weight quick, prepare for 1 to 4 days minimum, but like a week or 2 is best, and then do 1 or 2 liver flushes, and then maintenance every year, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4 liver flushes a year. 2 is good, 1 is alright, 4 is great, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can, also time your liver flushes on new moons and full moons and other cosmic days when planets are lining up and things. That way you get more maximal results. The liver naturally cleanses on new moons and full moons, especially new moons. And ladies and gentlemen, I come up with the World Liver Flush Day being the first new moon before the first day of spring, which is March 21st according to the Mayan calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the most optimal day cosmically to flush your liver. The planets are all lined up. The spring, you look in nature, spring, everything's rejuvenating, trees are growing, leaves are growing, animals are being birthed. It's an incredibly rejuvenating, refreshing death of an old cycle and birth of a new cycle. So consider these times when you flush your liver. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the liver flush, about all on weight loss and the liver flush. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Liver Flush Man, and that is it.